Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Bastion. This is Brian with Undead Empire Gaming, and last week we took out the Queen Anne, the Inklegator. Then we struggled for way longer than we probably should have with the stupid pike challenge. I'm not gonna do that again. But yeah, we're still on the quest to repair the Bastion holder thingy. I don't care about the pike, I don't care about the breaker's power, I can't hammer.
Never could ask for a song. A sip of lunkhead liqueur will toughen you up. Too bad it's like drinking a saddlebag.
Let's go!
Point Lemaign's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep. Know how Caelandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaign. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Ooh! Ooh!
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaign seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaign. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things that Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Shot it in the butt. I shot it in the butt.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, but with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that. The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War. It was right here that Zulf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone having those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. reach the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zulf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham! When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there.
I just got whacked.
The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do?
Whee!
He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Let's see. We'll check out what the,
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
falling malt. 200% damage by falling on foes. Black Rye, +2 tonic capacity. Yeah, if I use more tonic abilities. Bolt Brandy, that's what I bought. Ooh. Survive an attack that would have brought defeat. Yeah, I'll probably use one of those when I level up.
Machete and carbine still go well together, just like in the war.
I mean, those aren't that great, honestly. While aiming, bolts, I'd rather.
That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape. No longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Oh, his manners ain't so bad. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. first she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. Convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag. Then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Return to work for the Mancers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Bird is gonna fly. That wall until it's
She was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Oh, hold up. What are you doing? Who are you? Oi! No, 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 no. Don't like this.
I dig my hole, you build the wall. I dig my hole, you build the wall.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her. When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Alrighty, guys, that'll be it for this episode. Got a glimpse into Zia's past, so we know a little bit about the kid and Zia. Probably won't get anything about like Ruck or anything like that, but we'll see what happens next week, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you then.